house. Hey, what's shaking? How are you doing? For those wondering why the heck am I showing up tonight, well, as many of you know, Facebook was down yesterday, and so I couldn't go live. I had so many emails saying, where are you? And so I'm so sorry about yesterday. And so I said, hey, I'll just come back tonight. And the reason I came back tonight at 6:30 is because next week there will be no lecture. I'll be out of town. So I didn't want to wait 3 weeks to do a lecture. And this worthiness one is the one that everybody keeps emailing me about. So tonight's topic is on worthiness and being enough. So let me do a couple of announcements. I can see you guys are starting to show up. Yay. All right, lecture tonight. For those that don't know me, I'm Dr. Shawn from Project Forgive. I come on here. The whole goal is to make the unconscious conscious, the things that we're doing, how to raise our awareness around them so we can have more fulfilling, beautiful, exquisite, and forgiving lives and soothe and have peace. And that's really our goal. And for those that don't know about Project Forgive, we spend a lot of time with teachers. We love to impact teachers who impact students. Teachers are struggling right now, guys. Oh my gosh. We also play a lot in the realm with women in leadership. And we have our own set of challenges. So we spend a lot of time with women in leadership too. Okay, a couple of announcements. I see you. Hi, I'll come say hi in just a second. I want to shout out to, I've changed the name of the talks to Real Talk because I'm like, it doesn't get any realer than this. It was Talk, Tune Up, it didn't work anymore, so we're sticking with Real Talk, okay? So tonight's topic is worthiness, being enough. The big, huge shout out to my honey bunny, my husband, Terry, and he deeply supports my spending time in the work that I do with Project Forgive. And he's going to be giving away one of his good fat bars. I just want to make you conscious and aware of his good fat company. He does all kinds of products for good fat, diabetes friendly, and they are delicious. And here's what one of the good fat bars look like. He has all kinds of flavors. And at the end of the lecture tonight, I always give something away for folks that are here in the U.S. And we're going to give you one of the dark chocolate peanut good fat bars. They're very satisfying. I actually use them as meal replacements, and I just feel good when I eat them. All natural ingredients, the whole 9 yards. So really good stuff. And tonight you're also going to win one of our exquisite Kindness is Contagious masks. That will be at the end of the lecture, okay? I see you guys are just joining. Welcome. Be sure to go check out all our swag. We have an apology necklace. We're big on our apology tool. We have a necklace that helps you remember to accept the apology you'll never receive. We have forgiveness oil, 100% pure essential oil, exquisite. It's low cost. We almost sell it for the cost that it makes, that it costs us to have it made, because we have it specially made with sage. I'm trying to remember the ingredients. Off the top of my head, I can't remember. Forgive me. I'm tired today. Anybody else tired today? It's been already a long week and it's only Tuesday. And if you've purchased in the past from us, please go to our website or even here on Facebook and give us a rave review. We'd be so tickled and thrilled. Or if you bought one of our masks too. We love our masks. And the message of kindness is contagious. Okay, one other thing, apology workshop. We do workshops off of Zoom. They're very low cost or free, dependent upon what your needs are. And we do the Apology You'll Never Receive, which is our signature tool that was nominated for a Nobel Peace Prize. It works. It's exquisite. Our next one is November 10th. You can sign up here on Facebook. Anything I say, I will put in the notes as soon as the lecture is over. So you can sign up here on Facebook. You can go to our website. The cost is $6.99. And no one is turned away because of cost. Ever. We have scholarships available through our community. So many people, by providing stars and providing finances to help people come to our workshops, exquisite. So if you are struggling to pay to attend, all you have to do is email us at joy@projectforgive.com for financial assistance, and highly in our office will get you handled. So no one is ever turned away because of money. All right, let's see. And thank you for the stars too. The stars really make a difference. Debbie, I'm seeing you popping up, even sending stars right now. It helps and supports us with scholarships. So thanks for doing that. That's beautiful. The other thing too, last announcement, if you're brand spanking new and you've never been here before, tell us. The community will welcome you. The folks that really come to these lectures care about their mental health. They care about how they're interacting in life. They care about integrity. They care about being the best, most exquisite human they possibly can, and they deeply care and believe in the conversation of forgiveness and the habit of forgiveness, right? One other thing too, we do have a Joy is a Habit Facebook group. If you're inspired to join our group, there'll be a link here for that too. And we really take joy seriously because we're all facing crap. We are all facing all kinds of crap. And there's something exquisite during your day when you're having a crap day that you can say, okay, I'm going to focus on something for 30 seconds and find something that brings me joy. Simple things bring me joy, like lipstick brings me joy, perfume brings me joy. I might even just do a 30-second affirmation to myself to bring myself joy. Water brings me joy. There's many things that bring me joy, and to really remind us that it is a habit. Joy doesn't just happen to you. When it does, that's a bonus in my world. You got to actively, consciously pursue joy, and that's what our Facebook group is all about, okay? All right, I see you guys are saying, let's see what you're saying. Hello, I see you guys. Gary Gale, I see you. Hi, Angie, for sure. Hi, Pat. Maureen's in the house. Evelyn's here. Marnie's here. Hey, Debbie, I'm so glad you're here live. Your first time. Wonderful. Hi, Sarah. Welcome. So glad you're new. Hey, Peggy. So glad you're here. For those just joining, I usually talk for about 10, 15 minutes. Hi, Kathy. You're brand new, too. Wonderful. Hi, Nancy. I see you guys. Joyce. Karen's in the house. Virginia. Flo Bell. What a great name. Hey, Raul, it's nice to see you. Joe, what's shaking? Tim's in the house. Michelle's here. Lots of you guys are here. Wonderful. So how about let me just dive into this content and then I'll check back in, see if I'm missing something, and then we can go from there. And so, how I thought I would start is let me first do the distinction between self-worth and self-esteem because they are different. And self-esteem is what you think and feel about yourself. Like, I am the best. I'm amazing. I am loving. It's usually I am terms, and that's your self-esteem. And it's the feeling of being a good person despite the situation, okay? Or whatever you might be facing. Self-worth is the value on which you place yourself as an individual within society or within culture. So they're very distinct. And worthiness is an inside job. It just is. Regardless of your past, how you grew up. Most of you know I grew up not so great. I had a really challenging childhood, to say the least. And so I had to build my own self-esteem and my own self-worth. And the bottom line with worthiness, here you are as an adult human, okay? It is your job. It is your responsibility. The onus is on you to increase your capacity to feel worthy. So how I thought I would do this tonight, and is give you 8 ideas to boost your own worthiness. And there's the usual, positive affirmations, exercise, blah, blah, blah. There's the usual things. Talk positive to yourself. I did a lecture on toxic positivity last week. So there's all these things to do. And sometimes I think, all right, whatever, they're cliches, when I look at the articles or whatever. So I came up with 8 of mine that I thought were most valuable that have helped me, okay? So I'm going to go through the 8. I'll talk about each one. You don't have to write them down, or they'll be in the notes when the lecture's over, okay? So boundaries. Boundaries are a worthiness conversation. Usually we think of boundaries that we're mad, we're setting a boundary because they violated our boundary. Many times they don't even know that the boundary's there, or you've said it many times and they just can't hear it. So what if you set boundaries with no anger? Because the anger comes from repeated violations, right? That I would assert that you're not clear about those boundaries. Try saying it a different way. Like, let's say your boundary is, or I'm going to use one of mine. My boundary is I don't want my door shut, don't come in my office, because I'm usually doing something technical, writing. If I get interrupted when my door's shut, it slows me down and I have to stop and start, and it takes me 15 minutes to get going again. That's just how I'm made. It takes me time to get going again. And when I'm in the throe of productivity, I don't want to be interrupted. Now, the boundary could be the door shut, knock, make sure I answer. I'll say, I'll talk to you later. And when my husband keeps coming in with the door shut, I get angrier and angrier and angrier. And I found ways to deal with that, saying things like, I need some help. I really want to be close to you. You're the love of my life, my darling. There's something about having my door shut that just, I don't know why, it just feels so important to me, and I just need it honored. Do you have any ideas how to help foster this so I'm not getting thrown into a trigger of anger during the day when I'm in the middle of writing or doing something really important? And then we discuss it. It didn't always go that way, okay? Before, when he would keep violating, what are you doing? Get out of my office. I'm busy. Blah, blah, blah. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about, right? And so how do I soothe and calm myself down with those boundaries? And there's something about setting a boundary, training the people around you, because you usually have to train them because they might have been doing a behavior for many, many years. Here you are in this new behavior to them, okay? And you might have to train them for a little bit. And there's something about increasing that you're valued, that you're heard within your community, that people are honoring your boundary. Okay, so boundaries are so critical. And one of the things that my husband and I have done is we are now doing business marriage meetings every morning for 15 minutes. Solving problems, talking about things that's on our mind, particularly about what's going on in our relationship. So I know, like, at 6 p.m. if something happened that upset me, we got a boundary in place that I know I can address it if it's that important to me the next morning in our marriage meeting. It's going pretty well, and it actually soothes me and actually builds my own self-esteem for being heard, and it also builds worth and worthiness around my relationship and my marriage. I'm hoping that makes sense. Okay, let's see what you guys are saying. I see you guys. Hi, Laura. I'm so glad you guys are here. Wonderful. Let me go to there's lots of comments tonight. Great. So glad you're here too. I see you guys. Oh, Nancy, thank you so much. Blessings to you too. All right. And you know what, Peggy, you're spot on. And that conversation of being happy you have a husband in your world, that's wonderful. And I also want to get my needs met at the same time. I want both. And it's okay to want both. And to me, that is also a worthiness conversation. That if I compare myself to someone who lost their husband, which is so sad, it helps me remember to give my husband the benefit of the doubt. And my worthiness allows me to ask for what I want, right? Because I don't want to just tolerate anything just because I'm lucky to have a husband. And I know that's not what you're meaning. I just want to say that because I think others might come up for them. That's what came up for me from your comments. I appreciate you sharing, Peggy. Wonderful. Let's see. Yep, Nagini, I'm glad you're here. Yep, Sandra's daughter's preschool teacher does I am affirmations every single day. Exquisite. Wonderful. Okay, I've only got through number one, boundary setting. Boundaries. Setting boundaries increases your worthiness, your internal worthiness. Another one is setting your own pace. I've gotten this one down because so many times we spend so many times comparing ourselves to someone else's middle or their end. You know, everyone starts at the beginning, everyone advances at their own pace, and that comparison model, whenever that shows up for me, if I find myself comparing, I remind myself, set your own pace, Dr. Sean. You can set your own pace. Your pace is perfect. I've been doing it with the documentary. We're doing the finishing touches on a documentary. It's taken me way too long, and at the same time, it was as fast as I could do it. Would others have done it faster? Probably. It was what I could do with what my circumstances and my situations are, and just constantly setting my own pace and letting it be okay and validating that, right? Okay, next one, number 3. Take some risks. Take some risks. Take some risks, emotional risks, in exposing how you really feel, and mostly it can come from standing up for yourself. So I'll give you an example. It's been an ongoing problem, and I'm going to talk about my husband because it's my most intimate relationship, okay? And I know many of you can relate. You can apply this to your kid, your grandkid, your sister, your mother, or someone you deeply care about. It's the reason we got the meetings in place, because I never felt like I had space or I was worthy enough to have space to share about conflict or things that I'm upset about. And what my husband would say to me, like, maybe he'll share some good news for the day, something wonderful happened. And then I might say, oh, I have something I want to talk about. And then as soon as I talk about something negative, we're back to that toxic positivity conversation. I'll throw that in here. So check out the toxic positivity if you don't know what it is. Let me write this down so I make sure I get it in the notes. And the thing he would always say, and he has said to this day, is every time I bring up something good, you have to bring up something that's upsetting, that you don't like. I think you're trying to sabotage my success. Okay. I hate that conversation. It doesn't even live a little bit like that for me. There's many other reasons why it goes the way that it goes, because we hadn't had a structure in place for me to talk about what I'm upset about. And I'm an external thinker. I need to talk things out. My husband's very internal. He doesn't like to talk about nothing, okay? So whenever he says that, all I would do is just get really ticked off and then not talk. And then then the anger would build, right? You with me? And how I think about it, I finally shared with him how I think about it in the meeting. And I said, I'm a qualitative researcher, and there's such a thing as cause and effect. And a classic example of cause and effect is, in the summer, ice cream prices increase. In the summer, murder increases. There's more murder in the summer than any other season, and more ice cream is bought in the summer. Those two make sense, right? So the conclusion would be, the wrong conclusion would be, if you eat ice cream, you murder people, okay? I really think like that. Like, there's no logic that my husband sharing something positive and then me sharing something I'm upset about. It's not about sabotaging it. It just doesn't hook up. And I've never expressed that to him in a powerful way, to be heard, to stand up for myself, to take the risk. I would just go to hopelessness and say, he's never going to get me. Can anyone relate to that? He's never going to get me. And that's a very arrogant place to stand. And it's actually one that keeps you from being non-intimate, right? So to actually take the time and talk about that and invest in my own worthiness and invest in the relationship. Ding, 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 ding. Really, really good way to take some risks in exposing yourself, even if you've gotten to the place where you want to give up on being close in the relationship. Now remember, take this with appropriate intuition, because the person you don't like at work that you got to work with, I don't know how much risk taking you want to take with that person. The risk taking that I'm talking about is with people you love and adore and you want to foster closeness. Make sense? Okay, I'll come look at your notes here in just a minute. Let me get through a couple more. The biggest thing is, number 4, even if you have to write it down on a Post-it note, I have stuff on Post-it notes on my computer to remind me of things, if it's a mantra or whatever, giving myself permission to feel whatever I'm feeling. Feelings are not wrong, they're just so. You would never say the sky is blue and that's wrong. You would never say that. The sky is just blue. Feelings are just feelings. Sometimes we just beat ourselves up so horribly for having the feelings we're having. And because we are complex people, we're not going to be happy all the time. And we're complicated. We're just complicated human beings. It actually takes a lot of critical thinking skills to actually allow yourself to have all these feelings. I'm noticing folks are sharing about their husbands. And here, let me pull this down a little bit. Lots of emotions tonight. Why isn't it letting me go down? People are saying to you, Kathleen, they're giving you much love. Yeah, I'm with you. Beautiful. I love you guys are loving people up. So beautiful. Perfect. For those just joining, we're doing worthiness conversations and being enough. We are on number 4, giving yourself permission to feel whatever you're feeling. Let me give you an example. So my mom died. My dad died. My sister died too. Kind of close together, all from 3 different cancers, and had a very tumultuous relationship with my mother. So the schism of how I feel the feelings, like the bandwidth of the feelings, is all over the place. It's called complicated grief. There is such a theory in communication. And, on one hand, miss my mother. My gosh, that last year of her life was wonderful. At the same time, sometimes, and I'm going to say this out loud, I'm grateful she's gone. She was a lot of work that last year of her life. Does not mean I didn't love her, doesn't mean I appreciate her, doesn't mean I don't love her. And it's hard. It's complicated. It's complicated. So one of the things I've been practicing is allowing and expressing all the feelings that go with us. I even started with a new counselor today, which I'm thrilled to do because I need to unpack some stuff. I need to grieve some stuff. I need to emote some stuff. I need more time expressing my emotions because I can feel them pent up. Make sense? Huge proponent of counseling. Huge, huge, huge. Huge proponent of 12-step programs too. Because you need to talk stuff out sometimes, or even be around others, even if you're not much of a talker, to be around others sharing so you can see their lived experience and discover that you are not alone at all. We're all going through this very similar things in so many ways. Mixed feelings, lots of angst, political angst, racial angst, pandemic angst. There's lots of angst going on, lots of uncertainty. We might have different beliefs politically. We might have different beliefs even about healthcare around the pandemic. And we're all going through our own version of distress, right? Yeah, perfect. Number 5 is an easy one that's so hard to do. How are you at accepting compliments? Learn to accept compliments. Example would be, oh my gosh, I love your dress. Answer might be, oh, this old thing, oh my gosh, look, it even has a hole right here. I've had it for 6 years. I even bought it at a consignment center or a consignment shop. Start playing the game of noticing when people give you compliments and your answer is, thank you. Thank you. Breathe it in, take it in. Every time you take in a compliment, you're increasing your worthiness. Every single time. And that's one of the things I do when I read comments from you guys. You guys say such lovely things to me all the time about my glasses, my haircut looks cute. Just like, oh, embrace, Sean, embrace. Because it feels so beautiful. Am I worried about getting a big head? No, I'm not. Being worried about getting a big head to me is a very, what would be the word I would use? It doesn't incorporate critical thinking skills. And when you practice making the unconscious conscious, you actually find that you release ego in really big ways, and that it just feels lovely if someone says something nice to you. It's like getting a kiss or a hug from someone you adore. It feels really, really good. We resist compliments. So start noticing where you're resisting compliments. There's nothing to put on your frickin' to-do list. That's not what this is about. This is about raising your awareness, getting some new ideas. Maybe one of these you'll grab and put it on your computer saying, accept more compliments, just as a reminder. And the reminders and the noticing is just like when you when you get a new car, whether it's new to you and you're looking at beetle bugs, you see them everywhere. Because you start noticing because you're shopping. And I see this like that. Okay, I'm going to learn to accept compliments. And you start noticing all the compliments you're receiving that you've dissed or pushed away and not received. And then you start noticing and getting better at receiving compliments. Make sense? Okay, here's another one. And this is research-based. I got 3 more to go. Do I have 3 more? Do I have 7 or do I have 8? Yeah, I have 3 more. Smile. Practice smiling and smile often. There is so much research. When you smile, you impact not only your whole body's physiology, you impact everyone around you. And there's something really precious about just smiling at a stranger and they smile back at you. Sometimes people think it's weird, especially at this day and age. It's really kind of fun to smile with your eyes when you're wearing masks, right? Because you can feel when someone's smiling. And there's something really beautiful, even smiling when you're talking on the phone. Because if someone's just listening to me right now, rather than hearing me, they can hear my smile, can feel it. It's a very kinesthetic experience. So maybe that's something you'll put as a post-it note on your computer or whatever. Smile more often. And there's so much that happens in your brain with smiling. And it's an instant mood booster long-term when you practice it over time, okay? 2 more physical things I want to tell you to do. Stand tall. So here's an example. I went to a large event on Saturday. I'm in this women's group called IWF. Took me 4 years to get in. I am intimidated by all the women there. These are all powerful women, high-level leadership, like the president of Carhartt is in the group. The president of the Bahamas is in there. Museum heads, orchestra heads, politicians from all walks of life. These are all like the CEOs. I know I'm a CEO too, and some people think I'm kind of a big deal sometimes, and that's kind of cool. And I go there and I like, holy crap, what the heck am I doing here? So I prepared with Worthiness when I went to that event. I'm a very tall woman. I'm like almost 5'9", so I'm a big lady. And I wore boots, so I'm like close to 6 foot when I wear high boots. And one of the things that I practice is I practice walking tall to feel good in my body, to own that I deserve to be there, that I am worthy of being there. And another thing that I do is when I stand tall, I'm going to stand right now. When I stand tall, I also let my hips go forward a little bit so I'm not hunched over. And I learned that in a modeling thing that I saw a guy saying, walk with your hips forward, like your hip bones forward. Can't really see my hip bones as much at 57 with a little bit of chubbiness. Okay. But walking forward with my hips forward, my chest open, my head up, and letting my shoulders come back and down. And it immediately has me feel worthiness, immediately. And because I always ask myself stuff like, okay, I deserve to be here. Do I have a Nobel Peace Prize nomination? How, if someone was worthy of a Nobel Peace Prize nomination, how would they walk? Who would they be? And these are just little things I do in my own head when I'm feeling frightened, or I'm feeling scared, or I'm feeling not worthy to be somewhere. And that's something that really, really supports me, okay? One more. I'm going to tell you this. I've given you 8. For those just joining, this is a conversation on worthiness and being enough. All 8 of them will go in the notes as soon as I hang up. I'm about to do a prize here in a second. The last one is water. Water, 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 water. Not just physically. The physicality of water and how it impacts your body is tremendous. I've been drinking, these are 2 glasses of water. I like sparkling water. No, I don't do the aspartame, but I like I buy it at Walmart. I buy the tangerine. It doesn't have sugar in it. It just has a hint of orange in it, and it's sparkling, which I love sparkling. I drink 4 of these a day, so I get my 8 glasses of water in a day. The difference in my mood, the difference in my endorphins, the difference in just how I feel. There's so much research. I grabbed one of them, Hydration's Impact on Your Mood. Research conducted, let me just read it real quick, conducted by the World Journal of Psychiatry. More than 3,300 people showed that participants who drank more water daily have reduced the risk of depression and anxiety, which interests me. I've battled depression. I continuously battle anxiety. I struggle with it. And so I've noticed less anxiety. Depression's not so much what I'm dealing with right now, more grief and sadness and managing that. And reducing the risk of depression, anxiety, it is research-based. If you're struggling with feeling low or feeling anxious, get that water in. You're going to pee a lot. Sorry, that's part of the deal, okay? The water deeply impacts you. And the participants in that study with the lowest level of water consumption reported to have double the impact of depression and anxiety. So water, bottom line, controls mood swings, concentration. It makes you happier, less tired, more ability to problem solve because it's impacting your brain. Water, water, water. And I didn't even go into the physicality of it, right? Sound good? Let's see what you guys are saying. Perfect. I'm glad, Leonie. I'm so glad to see you here. A smile is so easy, Evelyn. You're so spot on. Oh, thank you, Nadine. What a beautiful compliment. Notice how I received that compliment. Receiving compliments. Aw, Janetta. Just replying to Kathy. Oh, Kathy, people are loving you up, man. Standing tall is perfect, too. These are so simple. You're right, Nadine. Let me just see if there's... Oh, the name of the drink that I use, Danny Ray, I use... I get the Costco, just sparkling water, the Costco brand. It's called Kirkland. When I have it, sometimes I don't have it. It's very low cost. That's why I like it. And if I'm getting flavored, I get it at Walmart. Hang on, I'm going to walk in the kitchen and get it. Because it's that good. It's very low cost. The only bummer is you can only take the bottles back to Walmart. You can't, take them somewhere else. And I hate, organizing that. But I do it because I like it that much. Let me go in my fridge. Hang on. Let's see if I got one in here. Oh, let's see if I used them up. Hang on. For those just joining, here's the Costco ones. This is what the Costco ones look like. Okay, Kirkland is the brand. Sparkling, Italian sparkling mineral water. It's almost half the price of the real expensive brand. I'm trying to remember what it's called. Oh, I might be out of the orange. I know where I got one. I got a bottle in the garage, I think. Let me just go look. You're just going with me on a walk. Hang on. For those just joining, talking about different things to help with feeling good. And, whoops, crap. Oops, sorry. Here. I'm in my garage. Hold on. I'm going through my bottles. Let's see if I got one. Here it is. Here it is. It is the Clear American. It's a Walmart brand. It's called Orange Mimosa. I don't know if I didn't have sparkling water, if I would drink water. Here's the other benefit is, I've always been a big Diet Pepsi drinker because I committed to 8 glasses of water every single day. Some days I go without even drinking a little bit of Diet Pepsi at all. And here's the extra bonus of not drinking Diet Pop. I don't freaking crave sugar. It's true what they say about aspartame. When you drink Diet Pepsi or diet sodas, the aspartame makes you crave sugar. And so eating like the good fat bars that I talked about at the beginning feels so good because if you eat a lot of sugar, you probably wouldn't like the good fat bars. They have monk fruit in them, so they taste really good. And it's my version of the Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. I can't eat Reese's Peanut Butter Cup anymore. I just feel bad, right? You know what I'm talking about. Okay. Anything else? I see you guys. You guys are all right. Couple of things. I'm about to give away a prize. I'm going to give away a good fat bar, the dark chocolate peanut one, and I'm also going to give away a mask. I'm going to tell you how to win in just a second. You must be in the U.S. Okay, to win. You have to be in the U.S. for us to ship it to you. Next time, I will not be here next week. I'm actually going on a Disney frickin' cruise. It's been canceled 3 times because of COVID. I'm going with my kids and grandkids, me and my husband, and really thrilled. So I'm going to be off the grid for the next week. I leave on Friday and I'll be gone for a whole week. So the next lecture is going to be Monday, October 18th. And that topic, I thought, oh, this is a perfect topic because I'm also dealing with it. We all dealing with this stuff. The topic is emotional triangles. Like what's yours, what's theirs, how do you get sucked into triangles? How do you start noticing that, ooh, you don't want to go there. That's not good. Ooh, I actually had some breakthroughs in triangles this week, which was really exciting between my husband and my stepdaughter. And feeling very proud of myself with noticing the triangle before it even happened, before all the trauma happened. So it's about avoiding all the trauma in those triangles. Triangles suck, man. Okay, so we're going to do triangles next time, October 18th. Okay, here's the deal. Okay, welcome, Katerina. I'm so glad you're here. I see a new person. So someone's about to win. You must be in the U.S. I'm going to, let's just do hearts today. Start throwing some hearts in the comments. Not hearts to go up the side, but you actually type in and put a heart in the comment. And we're going to do lucky number 13. The 13th heart is going to win. So let's see. We'll start counting off, and it's going to go by my, Elizabeth's number 1. I'm going to go by my feed. I know all the feeds are so different. We're at number 1 is Elizabeth. Patty's number 2. Who wants a good fat bar? Danny's number 3. Thank you for the stars, Sandra. Elizabeth's number 4. You can do it more than once, too. Number 4. We're at number 4. Kathy's number 5. Nancy's number 6. Oh, look at these pretty hearts. I see your hearts on the sides, too. See how people are putting hearts in the comments? Andy's number 7. Donna's number 8. We're going to lucky 13. Donna's number 8. Danny's number 9. Clara's number 10. 3 more to go. Clara's number 11. Joyce is number 12. The next person is it. Who is it? Sandra, it's you. You're the winner tonight. Woo-hoo! Excellent. Congratulations. If you find this broadcast helpful or any of our posts helpful, please share, because when you share us, whether you see something funny, you want to share it, or one of our posters touches your heart, please share it, because what happens is it increases our reach, and folks like General Motors, Stellantis, the corporate partners that we work with get so excited that we're reaching so many people, so then they support our programs powerfully. So if, Sandra too, I probably have your address because you've bought so much of our stuff. Just make it really easy for me if you wouldn't mind. In the message, put your address and your email so you can track shipping. We don't take your email and do anything with it. I hate when people misuse my email. It drives me crazy. So it's something we never do. Okay? That's it. Holler, message us if you need something. Appreciate you being here. Next time it's going to be around emotional triangles, okay? Mwah, mwah. Thank you for joining, and we'll see you really soon, okay? All right, big love. Take care.